Every life has a soundtrack. Join me as we invite guests to share their journey through music, one song at a time. 10 moments, 10 memories. I'm your host, Sean, and welcome to 10 Tracks.
Are you ready?
Welcome to 10 Tracks. Today we have a special episode. This is Eurovision, and I am delighted to have bring back two guests who have been on the podcast, Bex Callinswood,
Hello.
and also, again, returning Glenn Robertson.
Back by popular demand.
So, we're talking about Eurovision. Now, this is something, Glenn, you know quite a lot about. You technically introduced me.
Yeah.
You introduced me to this back in 2008, dating
That long
both
ago?
of
I was
us.
trying to remember when it was.
Yeah. Of course, I'd heard of Eurovision, but never really paid it much attention.
Oh, we have to tell the story of your first time, Sean.
Yes. But Bex, what's your encounters with it? Because obviously your background in music and everything.
I honestly, I don't even think it's that. I think it's just purely being born in the UK. It is like indoctrinated into you. It's part of our culture. Well, I say it's part of our culture. I think there's two distinct camps. So you have people in the UK who hate Eurovision with an absolute passion and think it's the worst thing in the world. And then you have the rest of us who really enjoy it, and it is like a must watch every single year. And actually, I grew up in a house where it was never put on. Like, my parents were not into that kind of music at all, and they were very much like, oh no, it's tacky. But I went to a friend's sleepover, and it was the year that Gina G was performing, and they had it on, and that was the first time I'd ever seen Eurovision. And I was like, "What is this?" It's like the scales had fallen from my eyes. Yeah, wow, this is what's
It's
this
like a
exciting
child
world.
who can't have McDonald's, and then they
Yeah.
go with their friend to McDonald's, and then they're like, "Oh my God, I want to eat McDonald's."
Yeah, so it's very much like that. And yeah, after that, I sort of put it on, and I had, got a TV in my own bedroom, so I can watch what I want now.
Yeah.
So Glenn and we were both living in the Netherlands when we first met. This was around 2007, and I think it was 2008 Eurovision. And so when we'd have a lot of evenings together with his spouse and mine, and we were in neighboring villages. So at this point, we were knowing each other pretty well, and lots of Prosecco and wine. And then he said, "We're going to have a Eurovision night because we can get English telly in
We had
the
Hooky
Netherlands."
Sky.
Dodgy box.
So it's like, "Do you guys want to come over?" And of course, my wife knew, she's from Denmark, so she knows Eurovision, loved ABBA, is obviously the neighboring country. So she was all for it, whereas I was like, "What is this?" So it was a little bit dubious and just nervous because, probably like your parents, I was a little bit more into alternative music and stuff like that. So it wasn't necessarily what I was interested in. But you'll be surprised with some of my selections over the time, because I've gone back and tried to review some of these artists who have been part of Eurovision, and I'm impressed.
I got a minute, Sean. He's brushed over the best part. So you obviously you're trying to explain Eurovision to somebody who's never seen it before. It's quite anti it from the opening number. Is like, this is not for me. Then trying to explain the rules, the voting system, who's going to vote for everybody else. Sean, during the evenings, got drunker and more angry and confused as the evening went on.
I think that the alcohol was the only thing that saved me. Maybe that's probably a good. But
Yeah.
So facts wise, 1956 is when it started. First country it was in was Lugano. And then I was trying to look up to see how many countries have been probably the most successful winners. And I think there was a bit of a tie between Ireland and Sweden with 7 each. Does that sound
Ireland
about?
always do well, don't they?
Yeah.
And Johnny Logan has won twice.
Yeah.
I
The
didn't
logo.
pick him. Just spoiler.
Somebody else may have. It's okay.
Um, and so I think it would be interesting if you do know where like your pick is, and the country that it was represented from, and city, whatever, and the year. That would be interesting to know.
Oh, come on, in a year, do it.
It's a good job I've made notes, isn't it?
I've made notes. I
Prepared.
didn't put
Are
the
you
year
prepared,
in.
Glenn? I bet you're not prepared.
I bet I am.
Definitely
I bet I am. But I've got an iPad in front of me like that.
Amateurs.
I've even turned the auto shut off, so it'll just stay on, so I can just refer to my notes. But the last thing, the one thing I didn't do was years. So talk
Okay.
amongst yourselves.
we'll talk amongst
So maybe we can. So Bex, tell me this: are you a bit of a fanatic like Glenn and wear Eurovision T-shirts or costumes and things like that when you
Well,
have?
now look, some of us haven't been privileged enough to ever actually go to Eurovision. So no, I don't have any merchandise, but I have been known to have a Eurovision party where all the guests have to bring something which represents a country. So,
Ooh, that's a great idea.
I know it is until you realise you've got about 25 guests there, and that's a lot of food.
Okay.
Is
But
it
yeah,
food themed as well?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if you, it's like, all right, I'm representing Italy, so I brought some like pizza or whatever. But yeah,
Good idea.
yeah, it's honestly, I would if you're listening, you've never had a Eurovision party, then you can have that one on me. You're welcome.
There are Eurovision parties, and then there are Eurovision parties. Isn't
Well,
that right, Bex?
there are. Yeah. But no, I don't have any. I don't have any specific clothing. That's not to say I wouldn't wear it.
Okay.
I just don't have any.
Oh,
Let's jump to our number. I guess our number 3 pick. So the rules for this today are going to be we each get 3 choices, so that'll be 9, and then we have a wild card where we all have to then pick on that wild card between the 3 of us. That's
Okay.
kind of the game. So who wants to start? Bex, why don't you give us your first selection?
Okay, mine are not in any kind of order, by the way. These are just 3 songs that I just think everyone
love.
should have heard. 3 Eurovision songs which have been in the final that I think everyone should have heard. So I'm going to start with, I mean, the UK's most, what would you call it? Unloved entry that should have done much better than it did. And it's Scooch, and We're Flying the Flag. Now, Sean, you look at me like you've never heard of Scooch in your life. Well, let me tell you, you're missing out.
Not.
So they've represented the UK in 2007. Now, there's a backstory here, and I'm going to have to go through the backstory quite quickly. In the 90s in the UK, we had a lot of boy bands. Spice Girls came, so we had some girl bands, and then Steps came, and we had boy-girl bands. And everyone was like, oh, that's a good idea. We can have boy and girl bands now. So Scooch were formed, and they were a band in their own entity. And this is nothing to do with Eurovision. They just existed and didn't do very well.
Did they? I just thought they were formed.
They
forward.
had a whole album. It was called For Sure. I bought one of their, not their first single, debut single was terrible. Follow-up single, much better. Their lead singer looks like our current Chancellor, Rachel Reeves. I'm not convinced they're not the same person. And they didn't do very well. They kind of just never made it. They were trailing on Steps, and they all looked...
What was their like number? Where did they get on this?
In Eurovision,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting there, Sean. I'm giving you the
She's
backstory.
building Sean.
There's a whole backstory. The Eurovision part is a very like small detail actually in the Scooch story.
It's the highest point of the cliff before they completely fell off.
That basically, yeah. So they didn't do very well, and they disappeared off. I think it's because they all look they don't look like pop stars really. Anyway.
Okay.
Eurovision 2007 comes around, and we have a show at that point in the UK where the audience gets to decide which song do you send to Eurovision. So it's a bit like X Factor, but for Eurovision, and they allow the great British public to vote on what song we should send, which sounds like a terrible idea. And so Scooch were in there. So was Brian Harvey, and so was an act called Cindy, who was a female solo singer. And it came down to the final vote, and it was Scooch versus Cindy for the place to go to Eurovision. Terry Wogan and Fern Cotton were hosting it, and they do the big, and the winner is And Terry Wogan said Cindy, and Fern Cotton said Scooch.
I remember that. I remember that.
So it's like, is it Cindy or is it Scooch? I don't know. And everyone's looking at each other, and this is live TV, and there's absolute panic. You can see the colour drain from Terry Wogan's face. And then there's obviously some whispering going on in their ears, and Fern Cotton's like, no, it's Scooch. It's Scooch. It's definitely Scooch. It's Scooch. Hey. And so they were picked to go to Eurovision. There was absolute fallout over this. I mean, it was tabloid front page that this was rigged. Brian Harvey was kicking off. He was saying they had backing singers off stage, and it was a fix and it was unfair. But in my mind, the best song won. And that was Flying the Flag. And the reason it's the best song is because it is absolute pure Eurovision cheese through and through. It's full of innuendos. It's absolute bubblegum pop. It's camp as you like it. I mean, it is the campest thing you will ever hear. It's that there's a point in it where one of the guys goes, "Would you like some salted nuts, sir?" In a very like wink wink oi oi kind of way. And they're all themes like air hostesses, and it's like, "Would you like something to suck on for landing, sir?" But it's just the campest, most fun song ever. But it did terribly. Like, it did so badly. I think the only country
that seems.
I mean, honestly, it's a crying shame. The only country that gave us really any points was Malta, and that was a political vote because they were annoyed at everyone politically voting. So, yeah, that makes sense. And I think it came 22nd out of 23 or 24.
Out of 20.
Yeah.
So it did better than the one when she sung out of the two Scousers, the one that a few years later.
Yes. Yeah, it didn't get nil point.
So, you know, it's in the canon of UK Eurovision entries, it did quite well.
Oh, did it? I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So
it didn't come last.
Where was it? 2007. Where were they?
This is 2007. What country? I don't know what country they were in.
Okay.
Yeah, but
We'll have to
I mean,
get that
it's just the thing is, what I love about this song is since then, it's kind of had a revival, and every time you start talking about Eurovision in the UK and like radio starts talking about Eurovision, Scooch will get played. Okay. And it's the song that we wish we'd supported better, and we just didn't. But it's just a great pop song, and I love it. And the Scooch have now properly disbanded, although I've heard two of them are now married. So
no,
you know, yeah. They've got together.
Two guys, two girls.
No. A girl and a guy,
Okay.
and they were on Coach Trip, which was a series in the UK.
Wow, their career just carried on just falling, didn't it?
I'm not sure what the actual bottom is, but they've got to be close.
Oh yeah, so they'll let you know when they get there.
But it's a great. Honestly, if you haven't heard it, it's just pure like Eurovision cheese through and through. It's brilliant.
We'll share this so people can hear and get the link to this. Glenn, give us your first pick.
2007 was obviously a good year because I am starting my quest to find the greatest Eurovision song at 2007 as well.
Mm.
They represented Ukraine, and it's one of those songs which the act will live off forever. It will generate an income forevermore. He's been in films. If you watch the film, Spy, with what's his name?
Mr. Bean?
No, Shaved Head, was in Lock, Stock. Come on.
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham. One of my wife's favourite films is Spy. It's a comedy. It's very funny.
Is it because of Jason Statham?
She will watch a Jason Statham film, admittedly, but even she admits, sometimes, yeah.
There's Melissa McCarthy, is she in it as well?
Yes, it's that one. It's
and Jude Law, I think.
Yes, it's a funny film.
Oh, Jude Law's in it.
Oh, hello.
Put me down.
Add to list.
Who's the artist?
Verka Sedukala. Is that right? Dancing the Lasha Tambani.
Lashatambai, isn't it?
Bye. Oh yeah, it's put an E on the end. So.
That's a
Well,
great song. I love that song.
That's Eurovision.
Yeah.
Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. With traditional instrument bonkers as well. With the
Is it?
accordion. It's got the accordion and stuff like that.
Do you think it's a real accordion?
Yeah, I think so.
So
Yeah.
what did it get to? What number?
In what?
Like, where
Uh,
did it land in the
Do you know what?
voting?
Did it win? No, it didn't win.
It
did
didn't win. No, I mean,
No.
again, it's a crime.
was a- it
What were
was-
the voters thinking in 2007?
It was the popular choice, obviously, of the evening. But
Didn't he come out dressed as a disco ball?
Yeah, complete. Every part of him is mirrored. It was
Which is a risky costume choice.
well, lights and stuff. Yeah, it would be. He sold 600,000 records.
Is that good?
Yeah, for that,
guess so.
it's not bad, is it? It's considering it's a one-off, but as I say, he's still earning money from it. If you watch European television for at least 2 hours, he'll turn up on something. And,
It came second.
Did it? Ah, denied. Imagine
Second
that.
place.
Came second,
okay.
yeah. Who won that
Excellent.
year then?
Oh, that's it. Obviously, it was a tough field for
I mean, it
2007.
must have been. I mean, he had to fight off Scooch.
Who won then? Come on, you got the you're the one with the quickest fingers.
Serbia.
Serbia.
Molitva prayer. Who remembers that? Nobody.
No, yeah, he's not in films.
No.
No. So yeah,
Okay.
it's a brilliant song. It's perfect pop. It's a bit techno-y, or a bit Euro poppy, bang bang bang, and I could sing it now.
I think it reminds me of a song, not that I've ever been skiing, but if I did go skiing and I went to an après ski party, it's the kind of song I think they'd play there.
Yes,
It's
Yes.
like da, 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 da,
and everybody knows it. Yeah, kids know it. Grandma knows it. Yeah,
yeah.
but
And
it's a bit schlagery, actually.
It is actually. That's probably why you like it.
Yeah, yeah. Should have gone.
Schlager
So
could
this
do
is-
a cover.
Oh, that's got Schlager written all over it. But that could be dropped into a Schlager disco or whatever, untouched.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have to be Schlagerized,
No.
if that's a word.
So now we had a lot to pick from because obviously we go back to what did I say, 60 something when it started, and you have until last year or this past year. So there's a lot to choose from, and it's anyone who was actually in the like
After being in the grand final, which the grand final was only introduced probably 10, 15 years ago. Before then, everybody got in the grand final because there wasn't that many countries.
Right.
But they got
But
too
how many countries
countries.
are trying now? Is it
Oh,
over
God,
30?
there's bloody hundreds.
There's loads, aren't there? I
Yeah.
think even
There's-
Ireland didn't get into the final last year, did they?
And it was a criminal act because that was a brilliant song. And when we went to Eurovision last year in Austria, and so we were we rented a house and we were watching the semi-final on the Friday night, Friday night, and she was the girl was representing Ireland. I was texting like mad. I must have spent a fortune. Come on, I need to see it. I need to see this song live. I need to see this song live. And she didn't qualify. And I was you go, so and then you go to the actual venue the next day to see the live final, knowing that it's not going to be quite as good as you expected it was going to be. Yeah.
But they started letting like Australia come in and stuff. It's like no. This is Eurovision. We don't
think
just go. The Americans want it. No, go
No,
away.
they can sod
It's
off.
our thing. This is our thing,
Yes.
not yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turning
But
up
then
with Bon Jovi.
then we have to go into the politics of this, which I think I totally agree with you. If it's Eurovision, it should be European countries only.
It's the European
Person.
Broadcast
I
Union,
know.
which is Eurovision. For those who don't know, it was
UBA.
the EBU was set up when it was set up for two reasons. One, to promote harmony across Europe after the war, and two, to promote technological advances within each country, that any technological advance would be shared equally amongst Europe. So there was the European Broadcast Union, and when satellites started getting launched, they launched their own. And so to promote the union, they set up this song contest. So if you're a paid up member of the EBU, you can join. Australia buy a lot of European programs and dub them and stuff, so they became a member of the EBU because you get some kind of like, staff discount or something. So they joined. So that's why Israel are in. That's why Russia are in, because they're all members of the European Broadcasting Union. It's not a geographical mainland Europe thing.
Right.
Still, kick him out.
Yeah. Let's go to my first pick.
Still got Bon Jovi.
So this is from 1965.
Oh.
It was written by Serge Gainsbourg, hence why I picked it. And I actually have heard an English version of this. This is actually, the singer's from Luxembourg, France Gall, and the song is Poupée de Serre, Poupée de Son. It's like lonely singing doll is what it means. And it
well, that
came
sounds
in
cheery.
first place. She won.
It's also it's the song that marks the change in Eurovision from being very sincere and earnest ballads to it was the first pop song that won it, and it was written to win as a 3-minute pop song of the style, because Eurovision has been guilty of this from then right through till now. Very rarely does it reflect what is happening culturally or musically in the charts or whatever. A song to win Eurovision is not of that time. Very, very, like disco song. There was never a disco song that really won. There's never an 80s like synth pop song that won. A Eurovision song is a song that is in its own little sphere and world. So Serge, writing for France Gall, made a pop song in the yeah yeah style that was popular in France at the time, and it suddenly made people realize, oh, hang on, you can do pop songs.
Take the piss.
So it's a very important song.
Excellent. Here's a fun fact. Do you know which countries tied for first place in 1969? There's 4 countries that tied for number 1.
Britain was one of them.
Yes.
Because it was Lulu, wasn't it? Or was it Cliff? Cliff or Lulu?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who it was. I don't know the rest of them.
Spain, the Netherlands, and France.
Who won eventually?
I don't know.
Did they have a sing-off or something?
They didn't have tiebreak rules. They just kept it as a 4-way tie.
And is that a Cliff or Lulu? And I can't remember which one. Because I don't think Cliff never won. Oh no, he won with congratulations, didn't he?
Okay, who wants to go next?
Go on, Bex. You can keep going.
I'll go to my number 2. Like I said, this is in no particular order. Right, this song I'm putting in because I'm a saxophone player, and much maligned is the saxophone by certain people, mentioning no people on this podcast. And it's a song that did not very well, but it did have an excellent sax solo in it. Now, not doing very well has got nothing to do with the fact that it had a sax solo in it.
Of course not.
We just know that voting audiences make poor choices. So the song is Sunstroke Project and Runaway. It was 2010 and they represented Moldova. And I mean, the rest of the song, to be honest, is pretty much forgettable. Not very good. But the standout moment of the song and the performance is the sax solo, so much so that the guy became known as Epic Sax Guy. He became a meme in his own right. I mean, if you go on TikTok, it's still used. People still talk about Epic Sax Guy, and it's just, I mean, it's kind of like an Ibiza house kind of sax melody. And it's just very catchy and very memorable. And he was on stage and he was just absolutely jamming with his saxophone, and he kind of was making sax solos cool again, which it's high time. He came back and went on Britain's Got Talent a couple of years later, and according to the TV premise, the judges didn't recognise him, which I find hard to believe. Especially since one of the judges was Amanda Holden, who does the Eurovision results. So she should have recognised him, shouldn't she? Oh, yeah, big sax guy. Eurovision, 22nd place. But apparently not.
22nd.
I mean, that's sax. I mean, sucks.
Anyway. But yeah, I'm just here for the reincarnation of the saxo, to be honest, because I think pop music is poorer without them.
Ooh. Without saxophone or without that band?
Without saxophone. Like nothing is made worse by a saxophone.
Oh.
Okay. I know one person besides maybe Glenn, Liam Gallagher, does not want saxophone in his music.
Well, and what does he know about anything?
Yeah, exactly.
I think saxophone should be left in jazz, personally.
Oh yeah, do you like a bit of jazz? Right?
No, I don't. I like saxophone in popular music.
So you obviously watch every 80s American comedy series because
would
theme
they
tune
be
is
worse?
a saxophone.
Yes.
Imagine if they didn't have it, you wouldn't watch
St.
it.
Elmo's Fire with what's his name?
Great song, John Parr.
Oh yeah, a sax solo in it.
The movie is one of the characters was playing sax in a band in that bar in St. Elmo's Fire.
Oh, I've never seen it.
It was Rob Lowe, and he was, yeah. Anyway, okay. So this is 2010, that's in there. Moldova.
Yeah, and it's in there purely because of the sax solo, epic sax guy. The rest of the song, nah. But sax solo was great, so you should definitely listen to it. When you listen to it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I've heard this sax riff before.
All right.
Epic sax guy.
Yeah, everybody thinks that as soon as anybody starts doing the sax solo.
They've got the sax.
Thin ice.
Glenn, what's yours?
Mine is from 2015, and he represented Sweden, and it is a very good-looking chap by the name of Måns Zelmerlöw, and it's a song called Heroes. I remember it. It's one of those things that you remember the performance, and then you've watched the performance so many times that the song kind of permeates into you. You think, oh, actually, it's quite a good song. Because usually, if the performance is too much, the song gets lost, and it's just the performance piece. And then when you actually listen to the song on its own, it gets lost. In fact, the juries, a little point of fact, when you're on the jury for each individual country, which is always, as we're always told, formed of people, experts in the music industry, who people in the music industry have never heard of usually, but we'll carry on with the experts. They listen to the songs on their own. They don't see the performance. They've changed it slightly over the years. Now they get a copy of like the full tech rehearsal to watch it, which I think is wrong, because then again you're judging it on the performance and not just the song. So when Måns won, it was a bit of a watershed moment. So if the actual performance was, he was against a giant LED screen, and would his gestures and his movements, there was a little line drawn, like little child that was on the screen, and it was all black and white, and it was very clever. But he was obviously singing it live, but moving his hands and gestures and perfectly in time with the screen, so it looked like he was interacting with it. It was brilliant. It was really clever. Then Russia a few years later did the same trick but better. But people thought, is it the song or is it the performance? But it has a cracking chorus. It really, it's Boyzone standing up out of the stool, kind of key change into the chorus epicness. It's one of those songs that it the spectacle was first and then the song, but the song
Mm.
still stands up now.
So this is a good question then. Do you feel that all this kind of pomp and theatrics is necessary, or do you think it should just be based on the song? The merit should be whether the song is good enough to stand on its own and not have a peacock or all kinds of Bjork type of clothes and stuff like that.
It would be very boring if you just had people walk out on stage, sing to a pre-arranged backing track, and walk off again. So that you do need the theatricalness of it. Like the song which will win this year's Eurovision,
Ooh.
which I can't remember the name, My System or something. It's
Oh
by
yeah,
Sweden
yeah,
again.
yeah.
Relies very heavily on a beautiful laser display in the background when she's doing it, and I've seen it on TikTok and stuff when she's doing PAs now, and it's a brilliant. I still like the song, but it does
Mm.
lose something when you don't have 1,000 lasers behind it, all perfectly programmed in
Mm.
time. So it's lights, yes. Set piece, like I don't wish to keep going back to it, but when we were there last year at the Eurovision,
Oh, were you at Eurovision? Oh,
yeah.
you
Oh,
haven't
you
mentioned
are
it.
oh yeah, yeah, we had a tour and everything. We had a private tour. When you're watching in between the songs, the mammoth sets that are moved within 45 seconds, it yeah, it's not a TV. It's not if you go and watch Eurovision, you're going to watch a show that's for TV. So you're very you are just there to make a noise, and it's not a show for you. And you will miss 90% of everything that went on. All the clever camera shots, all the clever lighting tricks, you will miss.
Okay.
Like one of the a lot of them, the floor was an LED screen last year, so a lot of them started the performance lying down with a camera looking straight down at them. Yeah, well, that's brilliant if you're sat in the audience. You can't see
Yeah.
anything.
Do they
You
not
just-
have screens to show you like what the TV's
Oh,
showing?
well, this was the controversy again, because in Switzerland, various cantons bid for the to host it. Some weren't particularly bothered, who had the big arenas, and the one who wanted it had the smallest arena you could ever possibly call an arena. Then you put a giant
Oh,
stage in it, so
yeah.
capacity down, down, and down. They had nowhere to, and because the stage was so massive, they had nowhere to put screens.
Oh,
So, like when the jury bit started, there was a tiny screen either side of the arena, and we couldn't see them. So you were just listening to this disemboweled voice say. Lots of people complained, but what they're going to do? Ask for your money back. It's a one night thing, and that's it. It's for television.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was. Yeah, I can't remember why I was going on about it now, but
Where the
Well,
set
let's-
pieces are.
Sean can edit this out.
Yes, clearly. Let's go to my second pick, and this is so now I give a nod to what we were talking about earlier. So this is 2008, the year that I actually got to see Eurovision and watch it properly with you, Glenn. This is Sebastian Tellier with Divine. And I picked this one because I felt it was actually a good song. It sounds a bit pulp to me and pop, synthy. But I think he drove out in this little golf cart or something on stage before he started singing. And then
And
the
then
French,
climbed all over the set. Yeah.
yeah. And then the French were a bit upset because he was singing in English and it was the French, representation song or whatever you call it. And I don't remember. He got 19th place, so which is
That's
even better.
respectable.
Yeah. So I like this because actually it actually gave me an appreciation for Eurovision a little bit. I'm not
I
convinced.
thought the French had to sing in French. I thought that they just would never sing in English.
I think he's still alive, but I haven't seen him lately.
Yeah,
so.
he's still going. He's still
Yeah.
doing. He's a poet. He classes himself as a poet and a music artist now.
Oh.
The album, I don't know if you remember this, when this song came out on an album after Eurovision, it was basically him standing, which was supposed to be like a mountain, but it was actually naked breast and then going down the valley towards the body
Every
of a
French
like
artwork.
airbrushed, very sort of, I guess, 70s French kind of airbrush art. So yes, so I like
you
this
still
because
listen to it now, Sean? That's always
yes, I listened to it the other day and it was actually just as good as the first time. It's more synthy and than I remember.
Oh my God! Was it put into a separate pile after that, Sean?
Yes. I actually own the CD of this because this was still when we were buying CDs, and I bought it around 2008 when the song came out.
You bought it in Nice, Sean.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were with me.
Well, you marched to the desk. You will buy something with a synthesizer on.
Maybe. Okay.
Not
So
driving you
let's
home
go
if you
to our
don't.
third one.
My last one. Okay, well, my previous two have been a bit comedy. I mean, not that I'm saying Scooch for comedy. It's a great song. This one won. So
Ooh.
we're going highbrow.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The year is 2012, and it is the song which represented Sweden, and it was Loreen and Euphoria. And the reason I'm picking this is, firstly, it is a great song. Like it's a song that is not even a Eurovision song, I wouldn't say. In fact, well, I'll come on to it, but it's a song that stands on its own. It didn't need Eurovision to do well. And I remember watching it in that final, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, well, there you go, that one's won, hasn't it? Like, I remember texting my friend, I was like, you watching this? Have you seen that song? And he was like, yeah, it's really good, isn't it? And at the time I was working in a radio station, and my best mate did the evening show on our networked group of radio stations, which was called Total Access. So I think we had about 12, 15 radio stations. And we were texting each other, oh, that song's really good. And he's like, yeah, it's not on playlist. Because obviously Eurovision songs didn't get on playlists, certainly not before like Eurovision itself. So he didn't have it and he wasn't able to play it, but we both were like, that's a really good song. So on the Monday, he came into me and he said, I want to play that song, but it's not on playlist, so I can't play it. But he had a request half hour as the first half of his show. And he said, will you be a fake caller and request Loreen so then I can play it? So this happens in radio quite a lot. I'm sorry to shatter any illusions if you are a radio listener, but a lot of it's fake. So I had to be a fake radio listener, which is harder than you might imagine when you work in radio, because you can't be like too polished and you have to be a bit rubbish. Because radio listeners, when they ring up radio stations,
people might know your voice though.
No, because I wasn't on air. I was like selling our sponsorships and promotions at the time. So,
Okay.
But I still, I kind of had to put on a fake voice to do this call with him so he could play the song. So we did that 3 days in a row with a different voice, different name. I was calling from a different place because obviously we had like 15 radio stations. And we did that. And then we went in to see our head of music, who luckily worked in our building for the network. And we were like, look, this song keeps getting requested on Total Access. So can you put it on the playlist? And he did. To be honest, I take partial responsibility for some of that song's success because we got it playlisted. And it wasn't just me and him who liked it. Clearly, like it was a good radio hit. And yeah, it's just a great song. And it deserved to win. So that's why that one's in there.
But that's the weird difference between the UK and the rest of Europe. Before Eurovision for each year, there is almost a military campaign to get Eurovision songs on radios up and down Europe to get that familiarity with the song going. This year's winner is currently getting played everywhere, but in the UK radio stations and UK record companies just won't join in. And so
it's like they're nervous of it being just a Eurovision song.
Yes. And so the people arrive on the Saturday night in May, never heard any of the songs. So you are listening to them all for the first time. Whereas the rest of Europe goes, oh, it's this one. It's Loreen.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the one year we did that and we kind of branched out was the Sam Ryder year, where it was getting played mainly through like social media and stuff. I think the rest of Europe had heard of him and heard the song, and look, and he went on and won.
And there was a bit of love. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I distinctly remember never having heard that song until the night of Eurovision. And then
imagine
and
that
stayed on the
giant
playlist for a while.
synthesizer at the start.
I know.
Just blew your mother. Sean was like hiding under the cupboard, but the rest of you was like, yes.
Before that, it was probably like some random little country, like just doing some little turn with a microphone, and then it was like bang. But yeah, it was a moment.
So we've got Sweden now picked twice.
They do it well, don't they?
Not the obvious Swedish pick.
No. It's funny, when they were hosting last time, they did like in the half-time bit, they did a little montage of famous Swedish acts kind of thing. And you were sat there going, oh my God, this is, yeah. And you just knew I think it was from when ABBA won Waterloo right up to modern. And for such a tiny country, which, and obviously English isn't the first language, the amount of pop they have put out is phenomenal. Really is.
Max Martin Swedish?
I think he might be, yeah.
Like
he's definitely, he hung around though if he wasn't.
Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, all of that, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Sweden is like a home of pop. I really do. They just do it so well.
Glenn, what's your last pick?
Got two. I'm trying to decide which go. I'm going to go old school. It's the Logan. It's Hold Me Now. It was his second win in 1987. He knew how to do it by then. And the story that Ireland didn't
Johnny Logan?
Yes. That Ireland didn't want to keep winning because it was costing them a fortune. So they deliberately entered a song that was rubbish, and it won.
It's like the Father Ted episode. Send a terrible song, and well again, no.
So Johnny Logan was trying to not win.
They won 3 times. Sorry,
he was trying to put something that wouldn't win.
I don't know whether it was this particular one, but Ireland had a succession of wins. And because they also won with Dana, all kinds of everything. So it was costing a comparatively small country a bloody fortune to stage this every year. So I can't remember.
But I would have thought they would get the money back if they have all these tourists that come there for Eurovision. Would that not offset
it's one night, and it's I don't know, 50. Yeah. Well, then it wouldn't have even been an arena, would it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So interesting.
Is he the only person other than Loreen who's won twice?
Yes. As an act, yes. Yeah. There are people who've written.
So Cliff Richard didn't win twice. He came in second the other time.
Yeah, I don't think Cliff won. I think there's only those two. Johnny Logan was the Don for a long time.
Johnny Logan's the only person to win Eurovision twice as a singer, 1980 and 87.
Loreen did as well.
Loreen has won twice.
Yeah. Second song, can I just say, by Loreen? Not as good.
No.
Yeah. No.
Just leave it as one, love.
Leave it as one, and actually the song that came second when she won the second time, that cha 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 with the big bright green shoulder pads, that should have won. Just saying.
All right. And then this is going
to... And then she did her, I'm going to do my new single rather than doing last year's winning song.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
No one cares, love.
Yeah. It's not going to be number 3. No.
Bang out the hits. That's all we want to hear.
Yeah. Don't bore us. Get to the chorus.
All right. So this is our number 9 song pick. My number 3. This is from 1974. It came in second place. It was in the UK, in Brighton, this contest. And it's Italian. Gigliola? Cinquanti? I guess that's how you say
I'm going to smile and nod and say, yeah, very well done.
Yeah. The song is C.
So that came second to ABBA?
Yes.
Nobody's going to remember that.
If you go on YouTube, you'll see it. It's excellent. And that's how I actually heard about it. through trying to Google some old Eurovision stuff. I've heard the song for many years, so it's not like I just looked it up yesterday. So I've known about it for a long time, but it's originally from 1974.
Is it a poppy song or
She's
is it?
won. She won already, and then she came in second for this song. No, it's a bit of a ballad, kind of slow and melodramatic.
Yeah, I'm out. I can't do ballads at Eurovision. I don't know what it.
Yeah, you got to be
when one
brave.
comes on, I'm like, oh, it's time for a cup of tea. Like when a ballad comes on, I'll come back in 2 minutes. But
yeah. Or when the Eastern European larger lady comes on with the operatic voice. We're going to start doing the dance routine, are you, love?
Okay. So now this makes it interesting because none of us have picked a song so far. So what is your wild card song?
I'm slightly unprepared. And can my wild card? My wild card is not a Eurovision song, but it is related to Eurovision. Can it be the entire score of The Story of Fire Saga, which is the Eurovision film? The entire thing, which if you haven't watched it, is just the most perfect introduction to Eurovision.
Is that the film with what's his name? Is it a comedy movie?
And Command, yeah. So what's his name? I'm terrible with actors. Will Ferrell, yeah. And it's. I know that a lot of Americans have watched it because it was on Netflix, and they were like, "What's this Eurovision?" It's brilliant.
That's exactly how they say it.
I know. I almost could have passed for one.
Are you American?
But it's just the bonkersness of it and how I think people perceive Eurovision and then the realities of it. And there's a big medley where they wheel out a load of old Eurovision acts together like halfway through it. And there's bitchiness and fighting. And the songs in it are just like they could be Eurovision songs. They're so good. It starts with him having a dream and he's singing this like Volcano Man song. And it's hilarious. It's so funny. There's a song called Ya Ya Ding Dong. Like, you couldn't get more Eurovision than that.
Yeah.
And so, although it's not a Eurovision song, as a homage to Eurovision, it's absolutely perfect. So that's going to be my wild card.
That's your wild card.
That's very good. It's a bit left of centre, but it's still on message.
Will Ferrell's married to a Swedish woman, so I think that's kind of how he got introduced. Similar to me, where we had to get an introduction into that, and then he kind of is probably for the absurdity of it, similar to what I think, and that's probably why he's kind of did this kind of over the top film because he feels like it's still a little bit.
It is over the top, but it's almost not as over the top as actual Eurovision. So it's kind of mad. But I've actually influenced myself to watch it tonight, just by talking about it. So that's how good it is.
What's your wild card, Glenn?
It kind of ties us up very nicely. It's Laura Thorne, who represented Luxembourg last year. With La Poupée Montleçon, and it's a homage to Franz Gall's song, which you said about earlier, and there's a nod to it, and it's a really sweet nod. And if you watch the actual on the night performance, her backdrop, it looks like a cutaway of a house, and on the little TV in the living room is Franz Gall's performance on Eurovision, like playing on a little black and white screen. So the nod is definitely there, and it is a really good song. And when I was there last year,
what?
You were at Eurovision last year.
Eurovision.
Yeah, my wife got what's the word? Not ghost. Yeah, I would say ghosted by Jed or indeed Wood. I can't remember which one it was, but they were at the VIP party. We were at the VIP pre-party. Well, I don't think I mentioned that.
Hang on. So the level of guest at the VIP party was you and Jed Wood.
It climbed. There was Conchita Wurst as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. And Jed or Wood was in the bar, and my wife had a few, and she likes to collect selfies of people, not like assault people, but if she's at an event and there is somebody there, she will wheedle away in and get a picture. So, spurred on by a bit of alcoholic Dutch courage, she went, "Oh, I'm going to get a picture with Jedward," and she went across to them, and she like got a camera out, and they just went, "No," like, and then turned the back on her.
Oh, no.
And it's like, oh my God, she came back. I have no idea. And then weirdly, we saw them in the arena. What rubbish seats they had! Oh dear.
Well, they're not. Yeah.
I say we saw that we could just about make out their hair when we were like on row 3.
Who do they think they are?
Oh,
Exactly.
nobody's.
No.
So anybody? Sorry, Sean. One last thing. The hatred I have for them now. People who don't know who Jedward are, just Google Jedward leg break, and then watch the YouTube video. Have you not seen it?
I don't think
No.
I have, but that sounds like something squeamish.
Oh, instead of doing like one of those Radio 1 weekend stage things, and they're doing a PA, and they're like doing the stupid dancing. One just like falls over and then grabs hold of the other one, and he's like snapped his ankle or something. But it could happen to nicer people.
So my last pick, then the wild card, I took 1967, the winner, Sandy Shaw with Puppet on a String, which again has the same puppet motif. Apparently she hated this song and didn't want to sing it, but it made her famous. But I actually know her from the 80s when she did a kind of a comeback album produced by Stephen Street, who has produced lots of famous bands, Blur, Morrissey, etc., which she's done some interesting originals and covers of that. But I like her old stuff, Sandy Shaw. It's the only UK act I picked, actually. Now there was one when I was looking up some. No. Yeah. Now there was Olivia Newton-John, which I was surprised to see. She had not won, but she was representing the UK. That was interesting.
Yeah, she's a jobbing singer of the time. Anybody of that era, jobbing singer of the time. Like Celine Dion famously represented Switzerland.
Yeah.
Before she got teeth done.
I'm surprised that she's you're allowed to have. That doesn't make sense that you can have artists come in from other countries to represent you.
Yeah, I don't actually know how that works, because is there an element that has to be from the country? So if the artist doesn't come from the country, does the song have to be written by someone from that country, or is it literally just pick and mix whatever you want? Yeah.
Whatever goes.
Because there is a rule,
there
isn't
is
there?
national pride. There's a lot of national pride.
Yeah.
So if you did write a song and you weren't from that country, it's frowned upon.
So could right now, I don't know, Moldova pick Madonna to sing their song, and she could come in and represent Moldova next year, and nobody quibbles, nothing.
Nope.
Okay.
It's as long as the record is under 3 minutes, and that's to total silence, and as long as the song doesn't contain any samples, it's not a cover, there's all different
and not been released already, right?
Yeah, there's a release window that it has to be in its first release phase for. Okay, then you're in.
So what is your
trio for next year forming already?
Do you need a sax solo?
Yeah, the sax solo back.
And I'll write some puppet lyrics to put into the song. What is your pick for? Where is the for this year?
Austria.
It's in Austria.
In Vienna. Which is round the corner from us practically, but
should we go?
You're not going.
I've got a big Eurovision party planned.
Oh yeah, I forgot I wasn't invited to that.
Because you didn't go to the Eurovision. It's only people who went to Eurovision with us.
I wasn't invited to the original Eurovision.
No, we didn't have a shirt.
Well, I didn't have a Villa or shirt. No.
Well,
no.
So I guess what's your take for them this year? Who's your you picked
Sweden.
already, Glenn? Sweden.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I think I sent you it as well, didn't I? On TikTok, I was like, this song's going to win.
But
I
it
think
was
we
there's a
agreed.
danger is pure dance doesn't win either.
Thank God.
And there's always the danger of someone sneaking up from behind.
Oh yeah, with a quirky
But
little story
yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, bugger off.
But yeah, I think Sweden is yeah.
Yeah.
So when I first saw Eurovision 2008, it was Terry Wogan doing the commentary for the UK, and now is Graham Norton still
It's
doing it?
Graham Norton. Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, controversially, on our radio representative has now been removed from BBC Radio, so I don't know how they're going to
Oh,
deal
so
with that
he
this
used to do,
year.
he used to do the Ken Bruce bit.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's Mr. Eurovision.
Who's that?
Oh.
Scott Mills.
Ryland. Ryland's going to do it.
Oh yeah. Well, he
Yeah.
did it with Scott last year, actually.
There you go. They
So,
knew. They
yeah.
knew. They were warming him up. In fact, when I went to Eurovision, sorry,
What?
and we were going round, we were having a tour. It was lovely, and we went round the media section and everything else, and the Radio 2 booth was there. Oh, I warned everybody in our considerable sized group that Rebecca didn't get invited to, that if we saw Ryland, people would have to hold me back. Because I just love Ryland with a passion, and I wouldn't be answerable for my actions, and we would be asked to leave. So if people had to spot Ryland before I did,
Would you have asked for a selfie?
oh, more than that.
Wow, that's taking a turn.
We have some
We'd have been
lenses.
swapping fashion tips, going shopping, moving in together.
Bex, Glenn, thanks. I think this is really fun to be able to get more insight into this from my side, especially since Eurovision's not, it is still kind of baby steps for me.
Will you
But,
be watching it this year?
Possibly.
That's
Oh,
a no.
shut up.
That's an absolute no. That's
Yeah.
not a chance.
Surely.
There's a good. We will try to block it in calendar so I can be home for that.
Second Saturday in May. Everybody
Yeah.
knows that.
Everyone.
Best of love to you both, and thank you for doing this. And I'll be able to share the song results in a link so everyone can find them.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us. It's been fun.
Glenn, you went to Eurovision last year, right? Is that what I understood? And you got a tour?
We got a tour. We had Sebastian Vettel's bit.
Pretty vacant times.
Are you ready?
It suffers for his sports jacket.